Welcome to another episode of the Goddess Sugar Podcast. I trust that you are arriving in gratitude, love, and all the magic the universe has to offer because you are very much magical. A gentle reminder before we dive in, everything that I speak about on my podcast comes from my personal truth, experiences, and journey. Take what resonates with your spirit and leave what doesn't. This is a space for exploration and not perfection. Trust your own path, and let's walk this magical journey together. Before any episode, I think it's important for me to acknowledge the people and the forces that have brought me here today. Thank you to my divine pantheon for trusting me with your ancestral wisdom. Thank you to Spirit for being all things. Thank you to the universe for holding the cosmic beauty of our infinity. Thank you to my ancestors who walked before me. Thank you to my sacred guides for holding my hand every step of the way. Thank you to my family, friends, mentors, teachers, and the collective who support me in this physical realm. And thank you to myself for daring to live as the goddess that I am. Hello, my loves. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of like blushing right now because it's been a while. It's been a little minute, right? So I just want to be transparent. I was on a little social media cleanse, so I haven't been doing anything with that. So now I'm back and I'm happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. So before we get started, first of all, you know how we do. I have my incense blowing here. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Can you see the smoke? I don't think you can see my smoke. Hold on. That goes with my, there we go. There goes my smoke. Okay, there's my smoke, and I'm going to add a bit of my Yara perfume just because it's kind of getting me in that mood, you know? And for this episode, I need you to kind of get in the mood with me. It's a little juicy today. Okay, and also what I want to do before I get to talking. So I got this new affirmation card deck from TikTok, and like I really love it. I love all the affirmations in here. So I already shuffled it before I got on, and I'm just gonna pull from the top of the deck, and yeah, we're gonna see what it says. So boom, my energy is expensive and exclusive, period. Okay, keep that with you. We're gonna be talking about something juicy. We're gonna talk about making love, but I don't mean with another person, okay? Even though that's great. I mean making love with the universe. So what I mean by making love with the universe is allowing yourself to surrender and trust and to co-create your life with spirit as your divine partner. This is your permission slip to lay down your burdens, open your heart, and allow yourself to be loved and to allow yourself to be held by the divine. So let's talk about the intimacy of the universe and your divine pantheon. So there's such this beauty in being close with spirit and with the universe, with God. You know, there is a certain level of intimacy. It's like it's a very, I don't even know how I want to describe this. The intimacy that you have in your relationship with the divine is so raw. I think that's the word I want to use. It's so raw. And when you allow yourself to be held and touched and caressed by the universe and by spirit in ways that you never thought that you could, it allows you to remember your softness. It's kind of like, you know, getting close with a person and you reach this level of intimacy with them where it's so vulnerable and raw because essentially you're naked and not just like physically naked in the sense of a person, but you're emotionally naked, you're mentally naked, spiritually naked. And that's what the divine wants us to be with, is naked. It wants to see everything. It wants to see the scars, the wounds, the everything, you know? And even in the way that we move in the world, we're taught to hide those things. We're taught to do away with our scars and with our wounds. But the beautiful thing about spirit is that spirit wants to kiss your wounds. Spirit wants to kiss the scars. And I understand that opening up can be scary and surrendering to that can be scary. I know for me, especially when it comes to both my romantic relationships and my friendships, I know that I've kind of struggled a bit with being all the way vulnerable because it's scary. I'm sure you can relate that, you may keep people close, but not too close. There's a part of yourself that you hide, and it's a way that you protect yourself, right? Because I know what plays through my mind. I'm like, if I really become naked with you and show you all of me, what will you do with it? Or will you hold me? Will you handle it correctly? But I will say, even in this realm, dealing with other humans, we're all flawed, right? But with spirit, it's not that. Because spirit knew you before you even became you. You know what I mean? Even saying that, it's just like, I feel it in my heart. Like, the divine knew me before I knew me, before I was a thing, like, that's so beautiful. Anyway, surrendering to the universe can be so terrifying because you are relinquishing control, right? And in this world, in this 3D reality, we try to control so much. We really do. We try to control so much. But sometimes spirit is asking us to let it go. Put the sword down. Put the shield down. Let me fight for you. Let me hold you. Let me take the burdens, because sometimes it's too much to carry. And that in itself is intimacy wrapped with devotion. And being truly devoted to something or someone does take trust, and it takes true surrendering, right? I know there's been a couple times in my life where everything was so chaotic, so much weight, so many burdens, all my tears, like all the pain, I'm feeling it, and it's just so heavy. And I remember moments in silence when spirit would talk to me and tell me, Zipporah, allow me to hold you. Allow me to hold you in my arms. And when I tell you, like, even me saying it right now, like, brings tears to my eyes, because it's just such a raw moment. Just thinking about it in the form of a romantic relationship, in the form of a divine partnership. It's like, I feel like most of us, I don't know if all, want that person that will sit there and be like, let me hold you, carry you through your tears. Let me wipe them. Let me rub you. Let me caress you, and when someone like does it right, like, it's so healing. It's so healing to have that touch, to have that voice. And so that's what I mean in the sense of allowing spirit and the divine to be that for you, allowing your ancestors to be that for you, remembering that you have this divine pantheon that is like, let us hold you, okay? We are doing this together. You're not alone. And as I said before, that being naked, with spirit, it's being spiritually naked. It's allowing spirit to see everything and really allowing yourself to see everything. You have to remember that the universe will hold every raw piece of you without shame and without judgment. And I feel like between shame and guilt, those are two lower programs that a lot of us deal with and we hold. And so spirit is saying, I want to see all of that. You know what I mean? Again, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep tying it back to like a divine partnership with another human being. Like, that's something I know that I desire, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I know, with me, like, having that person, that'll be like, I see you in your flaws, and I also see you in your beauty, and I love all of it. That is what spirit is for us. It's like sometimes you can't fathom how much spirit loves you. You know what I'm saying? Despite your mistakes, despite your fuck ups, spirit is like, no, baby, I love you. I really do. And the art that I'm talking about of making love with spirit, with your divine pantheon, is this co-creation that is your life. Okay? Because we are co-creators in this lifetime. And that is my belief. You and spirit, you and your divine pantheon are in partnership in this. And we agreed before we reincarnated here, so we agreed this life, okay, is the co-creation between me and spirit. It can be a beautiful thing if you allow it to be. If you allow yourself to make love with the universe, make love with the cosmos, allowing the cosmos to flow through you and to be represented in your life. I think that flow, being a part of your co-creation, is your authentic expression. Because when you authentically express yourself, that is a manifestation, that is a representation of the co-creation between you and spirit. Because as I've always said, we are facets of spirit. And so spirit wants to be expressed through you. I kind of think about it. I kind of think about it in the form of like an orgasm, right? So an orgasm, like that, we all know, right? Like that is such a raw feeling that is uncontrollable, right? But it feels so good. So that's how I like to think about expressing yourself. Allow yourself to be that orgasm. Allow it to come out. Allow yourself to feel it. Like whatever you want to express, allow it to come out. Don't suppress it, allow it to manifest itself. And when you allow spirit to touch you in the ways that maybe you've never been touched, but you need to, or allow yourself to be caressed by spirit and give yourself permission to feel that and tell yourself, wow, it feels good to be held by spirit. It feels good to be held by the universe. Okay. Allowing that expression to come out. We have to allow that touch. The parts of us that maybe have never been touched or haven't been touched in a long time. Such a beautiful thing. You remember how good that feels. And that's what spirit wants you to remember. How good it feels to be held, to surrender to that authentic feeling, to surrender to the making of love, to the co-creation. If you think about it, all of us are co-creations of our parents, literally scientifically. You lay down, you do the do, and a baby can be formed. And that baby is a physical manifestation of the love, of the expression. Because when you're making love, there's all these expressions, all these emotions that just come out. And when done right, it can be a beautiful thing. When we allow that flow, when we say, okay, spirit, let's co-create together. Let's really do this life thing together. That also is giving yourself permission to loosen your grip. And that goes back to this need of control. I am so guilty of this. I am a Virgo moon, okay? Like I have that typical Virgo moon thing going on where it's like I need everything to be perfect and I want to control like so much, like in my own life, just having everything 10 steps ahead. As of recently too, I've had to realize like, Z, you gotta loosen your grip, sis. Let go some, because you'll be surprised at what beautiful things happen when you loosen your grip, when you let go, when you laissez-faire and say, you know what, I'm gonna take my hands off because I know that spirit has this and all spirit needs me to do is show up. You know what I mean? Spirit doesn't need me to do the how, the when, and all that. Universe's department. Allowing yourself to relax, to breathe. Okay? This lifetime for you and lifetimes ahead are not all on you. When you reincarnated, when you signed that soul contract, spirit gave you everything you needed. And it's not like spirit said, okay, here you go, now do it. No, spirit is still here with you. Your ancestors are with you. Your spirit guides are with you. The ascendant masters are with you. Like, I'm telling you, when you really sit and think about, you're not alone. You have co-creators on all sides. Okay? All sides of you, north, south, east, west. Come on. Like, you are protected. You are held all the way around. And that's what your team wants you to remember, that they're here. They're here. They want to love on you. They want to caress you. They want to touch you. They want to hear you. Allow yourself to lean into spirit. Think about cuddling with spirit. You know how good it feels to cuddle with someone? Like you just feel so safe and you feel so held. Like that's what spirit wants to be for you if you allow it to be. When you admit, look, I actually don't know what I'm doing. I actually don't know it all. It allows more miracles to flow in your life because you're allowing space. You're giving yourself permission to have space and say, hey, I need assistance. Hey, I need a hug. Hey, spirit, I need you to caress me a little bit more because I'm really going through it right now. You know what I mean? that allows those miracles to flow. Because when you loosen your grip, that pressure is released. And as you continue to lean into spirit, I really do believe that you start to see yourself in the lens that spirit sees you. And that's something that I have been practicing for years now, because I truly do believe that when spirit sees me, when spirit sees you, spirit is geeked up. Going back to like this analogy of like your divine partner or your man or your woman, whoever, like when they just adore you, when they're so devoted to you, like even when you don't have your makeup done, even when you just woke up, they just look at you like you're the most precious gem in the world. And that is exactly how spirit sees you. When you really start to allow that to sit in, like, oh my God, like, I'm spirit's baby girl. I'm spirit's princess. I'm spirit's goddess. Spirit really loves me. And you start to see yourself as that, then those concepts of self-adoration and self-devotion start to come into play. Not only you allow yourself to make love with spirit, but then you learn how to make love with yourself. And it's, ooh, so raw. Okay. Your life, your dreams, your purpose is all an intimate dance. And it's an act of making love with the universe. And when you do this dance and when you practice this thing, your life is the manifestation of that. Your life is the result of the co-creation between you and the universe. We're all creators. Like that's naturally what we all are. This matrix, this system, I'm telling you, it really mind boggles me. But anyway, we're all creatives. What we birth and whatever we choose to channel that birth, that is all a part of our co-creation with spirit, because spirit is expressing itself through you. So your gifts, your talents, that is all expression of spirit. Okay. And so however you decide to bring that to the world is a co-creation, is a manifestation of you and spirit making love. Okay. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Do you get how powerful that is? That's why it's so important that you allow yourself to tap into your gifts. Stop downplaying yourself. Stop downplaying your gifts. Stop downplaying your voice. You know, because it makes you feel juicy inside. It gives you that orgasm. You know what I mean? You know what that gift is, but you're hiding. You're suppressing that orgasm. Don't do that. Let it out. Like, let it out. Stop suppressing it. Stop suppressing your expression. Allow that making love, that act of co-creation, allow it to be seen. Allow your life, allow yourself to be seen and to be heard and to be loved. And as of lately, I've been having this vision of, it's like a portal, and it's like the universe is in that portal. Like you see like this dark circle, but it's stars and like rainbows, and this hand coming out, and it's the hand of spirit, and it's saying, Zipporah, take my hand. I got you. That is what you have to do. Spirit has its hand out. The universe is like, come with me. It's all of these beautiful things waiting for you. It's all this adventure, but you have to trust me. Stop neglecting your sacred connection with the divine. Spirit misses your softness. It misses your surrender. It misses your voice, your conversation. It misses the times that you would lean into it and cry and say, Spirit, this is just too much for me to hold. Spirit misses you. Again, we're going to tie this back with a person that you really like, or someone that you just really adore. And maybe they've been distant for, some time, or whatever the case may be. You know that feeling of missing someone. Like, I just want to be around you. I want to hear your voice again. I want to see your face again. That's exactly how spirit is with us when we distance ourselves, or try to do everything alone. And when we push spirit away and try to hold it, it's like, no, let me be there for you. Let me love you. Let me caress you. Do not neglect the agreement of the divine partnership between you and spirit. It doesn't want to be neglected. Spirit wants you. Your divine team wants you. The cosmos wants you. The universe wants you. It desires you ever so much. Your deepest manifestations are going to come to fruition from places where you feel soft, and when you allow yourself to receive, where you allow yourself to be held. I know that can be scary. I know it can. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, I still have my moments where I have to work through it, where I have to be like, Zipporah, allow yourself to be held in this moment. This person wants to hold you. They want to be there. Allow that. Okay? So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's scary, but it feels amazing when you allow yourself to be held. So as you leave this episode today, allow yourself to make love. Maybe it's been a while, and that's okay. Allow yourself to make love with the divine. Allow yourself to make love with yourself. Allow that orgasm to come out. Allow that expression to come out, whatever it is. Allow yourself to be held, to be kissed, to be hugged. Allow it all, because that's where the beauty is going to come in. When you allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to be soft and receive the love that your body and your spirit has been craving. Thank you for allowing me to pour this love note on you today. Remember, you are never meant to carry this all alone. Spirit is right here waiting for your yes, waiting for your permission to allow it to love you and to make love with you. Let yourself be touched, held, and guided by the divine. Let your life be a sacred masterpiece of co-creation. May you trust, may you surrender, may you keep making love with the universe in everything that you do. Stay calm, and remember, even when life tries to throw salt in your sugar, be a goddess anyway. Peace and blessings, much love, ciao ciao, ashe. Until next time, love. XOXO.